What's up, guys? Rob from Japanese Gaming here, bringing you another episode of Crusader Kings 3 here in the lands of Sweden. We are officially 20 years into our game here in 1086, so we are a fifth of the way through the length of this Let's Play. We're going to run this game for about 100 years and see what we can do. So, last episode we finished up our tour, our grand tour, and we were kind of just doing some realm management and basically waiting for this guy to finish converting everybody in the county of Upland so we can start using him to fabricate claims, because I think I want to start going to war with some of these independent chiefdoms before they start consolidating too much and getting too much power. So many treatises have been written on honorable conduct in war. 50% chance of getting some martial points. I'm not going to be on the front line, so I'm not really going to work. I'm not really going to worry about that. Or we could just lose stress. Yeah, I don't want to spend prestige and gain the nickname the Foolish. Yeah, I'll just take that like kind of neutral. We got a lot of stuff going on, but nothing that's too important, I don't think. We have entered the medieval era in our culture, which is nice. We can designate a guardian for my son, who is second in line. We're going to raise our son ourselves. Right, and he was sick, so we're really hoping that he pulls through on this. Also, I apologize if I sound weird. It's early morning. I've got my tea cooling down next to me, so I literally woke up about an hour ago and decided that while I was waiting for my tea to cool down and things like that, I'd hop on and record an episode here. So, okay, perfect. So he's finally... Ooh, a feast. I'm invited as the honorary guest. And she likes me a pretty fair bit. She's callous, humble, and fickle, but she's a wise woman. Or we could join a tournament. Who's this guy? Somebody in Finland who hates me. No, I think I'll join the feast. I'll join the feast instead. And we don't need those guys. We do need some forest guides. Yeah, and then we have no danger along our way. I guess we could hire a cultural ambassador for 15 gold. Why not? Sure. We'll join his feast. So, we are going to now use him to fabricate some claims. So, where do we want to fabricate on? We could go for Lapland. He's allied to this guy. Right, so these guys are allied to each other. And he's allied to this guy. Are we allied to anybody still? We're allied to England. Oh, so our alliance with Denmark and Norway is gone, which is concerning. So this guy's got about... Okay, he has some mercs. This could be a fairly difficult war. to try to pull off. Alternatively, we could go to war against this guy and start trying to chip away at Finland, who is absolutely gigantoid. We have a lot of gold. So 3 out of 8. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and bump those guys all up to size 2, and we can create another men-at-arms regiment. So what are we missing here? We have heavy infantry. We have skirmishers. We have light cav, a siege weapon, and bowmen. So we don't really have... we have heavy infantry. Do we have spearmen? Yes, we do. These are skirmishers. These are spearmen. Yeah, so these are... Okay, yeah, so we don't really have spearmen at the moment. We have heavy infantry, which are these guys. We have light horsemen. We don't have armored footmen, I don't think. Oh, heavy infantry, which are these guys. Okay, so why don't we get some spearmen? And we'll bump them up immediately. So we just spent a fair bit of money, but that's going to bolster our army enough, I think. By God, by Christ, by the Lord, the King of Sweden, I desire nothing more than to serve you unconditionally for the rest of my life. She's a decent character, kind of. She can join my court. She loves me, 99. Yeah, why not? You can join me. I mean, there's a high possibility that she's just saying that because she wants to not be homeless or whatever, but... eh. I can't wait to go home. Wow. It could cause mischief. Befriend. I guess we can see who arrives. Is there anything more jovial than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting. I can lose 100 stress. Lose 15 stress, everybody who has a trait. Whoa. I have 9 out of 5. Where is this? Did one of my, like, vassals just explode and die? You can become friends with this guy. Okay. I can't befriend anybody. Okay. What the fuck, bro? What? Why? I mean, he likes me a fair bit. Is he useful to me in any way? He's 21 Marshal. I need my knight. Okay. What have you done? What is a man? What have you done? I don't know if those are the real lyrics. Spymaster died. +5. Are any of these powerful vassals worth a shit? On intrigue. 4, 0, 12, and 3. Count Talir Tykeson. Alright. That's fine. I gained some prestige. Nice. She's going ham on the dance floor. Everyone is the guest of honor. Alright, so I gained some prestige off of that. Nice. Okay, that was a pretty uneventful feast, all things considered, except for that guy fucking murdering somebody. But now that we have that done, 3,000. But he's allied to this guy, so Ooh, Denmark has a revolt. Prussia. The thing we have to take into account is they might have a lot of strength, but do they have the men-at-arms that we do? They just have bowmen. I do want to do some expanding here. He's allied to Finland. Okay, that's not going to happen. Could try to take out this guy. He's allied to some random chieftain. And this guy. Yeah, all these guys have allied up with each other. Which is a little frustrating. Alternatively, we could try to go fight in Norway. But I don't know if that's smart. You know, we have more men-at-arms than most people, I think. Estonia. Estonia has a lot of levies. They don't have a lot of men-at-arms. Coronia. Yeah, that's not part of Scandinavia, though, so it's not really... Do we go for a move on Denmark here? Just some random baron? You know what? I think we do. I think we go for a claim on Denmark here. So which of these is like worth the most to me? Tax 1.73. 0.64. 1.98. Okay, so Holland. And is this a duchy? Yeah, scheme. Okay. So we'll go for a claim on Holland. I think it's time. Denmark's in a little bit of a weakened state. Yes, if we start taking their de jure titles, they can declare on us at any given point, but I think we need to start making some plays here. I am concerned about these warlords up in the north kind of coalescing a lot of their power, but they are still just tribal. And so they can get very powerful. Don't get me wrong. Tribal nations in this game can become very, very powerful. But I'm more concerned about the feudal nations, especially because there's a higher chance, in my opinion, that feudal nations will. Oh, his wife just died. Snake. I think, in my opinion, there's a higher chance that feudal nations end up getting alliances with other feudal nations, which are typically more powerful. So what's going on in the rest of the world? Ooh, what is this? He is attacking Castilian War. Oh, okay. What are these siege lines going on here? You're not at war with France. England still owns the northern part of France. Brittany has spawned. This whole Reconquista thing is not... It doesn't look like it's going super well. We can gain a perk. Casus Belli cost is nice. Stalwart leader. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for Gallant, Gerard Gallant. So he's done increasing control. Does anyone else need control increases? Yes, you do. Just slightly. And so he's got 6 months left on his claims. What my nephew Halston does in the shadows. Is he a vampire? Ah, I've got my morning tea. So I'll try not to swallow into the mic. Okay, that was like a bugged event, I guess. A dangerous faction. My cousin wants the Kingdom of Sweden. A 6-year-old. Really? Well, she's not doing too hot. Yeah, I can't murder my cousin without getting Kinslayer. Could I try to murder this woman? My cousin. Oh, no, she's my cousin. This woman I could try to murder. Difficulty hard. And if I try to murder her, very hard. Very hard. Huh. How the hell did you end up with a claim on Sweden? Well, let's see if we can't start a murder scheme here. I mean, I'd really rather not, but Can be convinced. Bribe with 50 gold. Give her 250 prestige. Could bribe her with 50 Gs. Yeah, 1. Nice. A lot of these people would need to be convinced to be worth anything. Yeah. Boy. Who's even in this faction? Account. Yeah, she's the real problem. Is the Duchess. In a county of vast Metland. Yeah, I mean, we really need to convert these people. But... is it worth having to pay out a bunch of people in order to even have a shot at this? Like, if we just took everyone who's free... and, like, maybe bribe this guy. Like, that's still 29% secrecy. Alright, we might just have to fight this, this claimant, and then I'll just kill her. Hopefully that woman dies. Spend 75 gold. I really don't want to do that when I have a potential rebellion breathing down my neck. A Catholic theocratic vassal. How many of those do I have? These are zealots. They're not theocratic. Do I have any theocratic vassals? You know what? No, screw you, man. Yeah, if you go ahead and die, that'd be pretty sweet. She probably won't, unfortunately. So yeah, even if we get this claim, we're gonna have to wait for this this faction to fire off, it looks like. Unless that person dies. If that person dies, and all of our woes basically go away. Oh, my wife recovered from a cold. How quaint. A county claim. Yeah. Alright, so we officially have our county claim on Denmark, and I think We're probably going to press that at some point soon here. I might want to see what happens with this faction first. 21 months. So we're going to end the episode here. Next time we're going to basically see what happens with this faction, and we might decide to go to war with Denmark because we might be able to end that war within 2 years. I mean, he's got 3,000 troops, but 800 of those are mercs right now. And he doesn't have the same type of men-at-arms variety that we have. He has 700 heavy infantry. Who counters heavy infantry? These guys, light footmen. So maybe in preparation, we bump these guys up to level 3. Let them tack up. And at that point, we'll have 300 of these light footmen to counter his heavy infantry. I think our bowmen. No, bowmen counter skirmishers. I mean, he has some light footmen, which we counter with our bowmen. Really, the heavy infantry countering spearmen is not that big of a deal. We only have 200 of those. And he doesn't have any cav, so we'll let this tick up to size 3. And then I think we're going to go to war against Denmark. So hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys again next time.